So you want to be a public health data scientist. Well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to lay out a clear roadmap for you, the foundational projects you really should tackle first to get those real-world skills and, actually make an impact. Let's jump right in. I mean, this is the real question, isn't it? It's not just about learning to code or memorizing statistics. It's about taking those skills and applying them to solve actual health challenges for real people. If your answer is a heck yes, then you are ready to get started. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the why. Why are we so obsessed with projects instead of just, reading another textbook? Because this is where the magic happens. Projects are the bridge that takes you from knowing a concept to actually knowing how to use it. And yeah, this quote just hits the nail on the head. You can read all about a machine learning model, but trust me, until you've wrestled with a messy, frustrating dataset to actually build one yourself, you haven't truly learned it. It's in that process of building that you forge real, practical, problem-solving skills. So here's the bottom line. When you're going for a job, your resume lists what you say you know, but your portfolio, that proves what you can actually do. Every single project you finish becomes a piece of hard evidence, a story you can tell that speaks so much louder than any course certificate ever could. All right, now for the really fun part. What kind of missions can you actually go on? And we're not talking about some abstract homework assignment here. We're talking about real-world public health challenges that are just waiting for data-driven solutions. I mean, just look at the range here. You could be building a model to try and predict the next flu outbreak, or diving into demographic data to tackle health disparities. You could even use natural language processing to figure out how people are feeling about a health crisis on social media. Each one of these is its own fascinating world of data to explore. What's so cool about this is how it shows the sheer diversity inside public health data science. On one side, you could be deep in the weeds with highly quantitative time series data trying to predict what happens next. On the other, you could be blending numbers with qualitative insights to fight for health equity. Totally different approaches, different data, different questions, but all leading to the exact same goal: better health for everybody. Okay, a question I get all the time is, this sounds amazing, but where on earth do I find the data? And the great news is, the raw materials for these missions are way more accessible than you probably think. You don't need some special key card or secret password to get started. Just look at this number. That's not a typo. Over 350,000 datasets available just on the U.S. government's open data website alone. That's a mind-boggling amount of information waiting for someone like you to explore. The idea that data is hard to find, it's a total myth. So, think of this as your personal data treasure map. Step 1, you start in the sandbox. That's Kaggle. It has tons of clean data sets that are perfect for practice when you're just getting your feet wet. Then you graduate to the official sources, like the CDC and Data.govs, for that messy, real-world government data. And when you're ready for the big picture, the World Health Organization gives you that crucial global view. Okay, so you've got your mission, you've found your data. Now, as you start working through a project, you're not just finding an answer, you are actively building a powerful new technical toolkit. So let's break down the skills you're going to forge along the way. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with exploratory data analysis, or EDA. Think of it as your first conversation with the data. Before you build any fancy models, you just have to ask it some basic questions, make some simple charts, and just get a feel for the story the numbers are trying to tell you. This step is absolutely 100% critical. Don't skip it. So your skills are generally going to fall into these 3 big buckets. First up is data prep. This is the unglamorous but vital work, like figuring out what to do with missing patient records. Then comes modeling. This is where you apply algorithms like logistic regression to predict an outcome, or maybe something like ARIMA for time series forecasting. And finally, visualization, using tools like Matplotlib to create charts that clearly and honestly communicate what you found. Now, this chart right here is probably one of the most important things for any beginner to see. Seriously, this is all about managing expectations. Just look at where your time is going to go. A massive chunk of it, often 60% or even more, is just spent cleaning and preparing the data. That flashy modeling part that everyone talks about, it's actually a pretty small slice of the pie. Knowing this right from the start will save you so much frustration. So we've covered the why, the what, and the how. There's really only one thing left to do, right? And that's to take that next step and actually start building something. Look, you have everything you need to start right now. You've got ideas for impactful missions, you've got a treasure map to the data sources, and you have a clear roadmap of the skills you're going to build. you are totally equipped and ready to go. So I'm just going to leave you with this one question. Forget about what's the perfect project or the most complex one. Just pick one. What's a public health challenge that you're passionate about? What problem are you going to choose to solve first? Hey, thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. If this roadmap was helpful for you, please let us know by liking or dropping a comment below. We are always looking for new things to break down, so tell us your ideas. Until next time, keep building.